I agree with everybody. I agree with Sheffield Wednesday fans, Sheffield United fans. It's more the Pitsmoor pig. Oh, the Pitsmoor owl, innit? How you going? Hope you're all well. So I'm on enemy territory today. So I've come to do Sheffield United. So yeah, Monday, the 1st of December. So I remember years ago, I used to come here when I was younger. Yeah, when I was at Giggles Valley. Alright, love? No? Yeah, and I used to stand on this corner, and we used to get a right little bit of view of the ground, you know, on this corner here, not if you can see. Yeah, so I used to come in here, and I used to like stand in the corner with my United mates, trying to get a little bit of the ground, and that's what I used to do. But to be honest, I think the ground's really improved since then. Remember that old John Street? It was a mess, weren't it? It was like bright pink. But yeah, it's really improved. To be honest, listen, I think the old stadium is improved. You right, mate? Hello, you right? Yeah, so I think the old stadium's improved, to be fair. You know what I mean? Looks a lot better since years ago. So what's this? I don't know what this is. What's this? Is that their shop? I'm not sure. So I saw a mulch around here. So yeah. So this is the old Territory stand. Yeah. So to tell you the truth, I've not been here for ages. A really long time. I think last time I come here on this stand, I think we were winning 2-0 and someone scored it last minute and made it 2-2. So yeah. So what's this bit? Oh, the Territory stand. So yeah, Territory stand. It's alright, isn't it? It's quite nice, to be fair. Quite nice. And let's be honest and all. Oh, United's ticket office, as you can see. So yeah. Looks alright, isn't it? To be fair. So I fucking picked a nightmare day to do it, and I, Jesus Christ, put me up, mate. Absolutely terrible day to do it. But yeah, it definitely looks better outside here compared to what it looked a long time ago. I don't remember that being there years ago. So, oh, and the United badge as well. Yeah, up there. So yeah. Looks alright, but I've been looking at some of their history, yeah, some of their recent history, and I've got to be honest, Wednesday fans, it could have been a lot worse for us. I know you think that these last 25 years have been hell, but I swear to God, it could have been a whole lot worse, because these have actually lost 10 playoffs. I think it's the worst record ever that a team's ever had, so it could have been a whole lot worse for us. It could have. When you don't think it can get any worse, believe me, it can. So yeah, inside Sheffield United. So apologies and all to my United friend. He wanted to come round and he wanted to do it with me, but I ain't really got time when he wanted to do it. Do you know what I mean? So I've had to just come. So if you look at our stand there, what stand does that remind you of? Sheffield Wednesday's North Stand. All over it. Bang same ish. Let's go on to the Kop. So you look at that Kop, yeah, it does look very different. Looks very different. So you look at that Kop now, I think it's got a little look at ours, just maybe a little bit smaller. But yeah, it feels really weird being here. It feels very weird. Do you know what I mean? Very weird. But yeah, listen, it looks a lot better. I've not come down here to disrespect or to be silly. Yeah, I've come down here to give me honest thought. And listen, it looks a lot better. Do you know what I mean? You can tell it's had a really good lick of paint. That's all black and red. It looks a lot better. So is this how to get onto their Kop? No, it's not. Looks to me like this is how you get onto their south stand, what I think's a carbon copy are our north. So yeah, Colin, let's speed it up a bit. I'll be all day if not. But yeah, but to me, you can tell it's had some Premier League money spent on it, in my opinion, can't you? Yeah, my opinion. We've got a hotel across there, as you can see. So yeah, is that a little fan zone? Yeah, looks like they've got a little fan zone, to be honest. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you, you can tell it's had a good lick of paint. Do you know what I mean? So something what ours could do we, and we need that away and doing, don't we, at Hillsborough? But yeah, I've come to do Sheffield United. So when I used to come in here years ago, God, I thought I'd said Mark the Pitsmoor out then. Where are we? We got it? Yeah. I thought it said Mark the Pitsmoor out, and it says Mick Pitsmoor Blade. You know, I almost got a heart attack then. Almost got an heart attack. I thought someone was setting me up. Yeah, so let's go and look on this. It seems very weird walking around here. I've not been around here for years, for decades. Do you know what I mean? For a really, really long time. So, other day somebody asked me a question. He went, how long were you running with Wednesday's firm for? And I said, well, from being about 14 to being about 20, maybe 21. And then I sacked it. You know why I sacked it? Because I've just been to a nightclub in town. It was called the Cajuns. So I'm in there with my best mate, Leanne Decides. He's a big blade. He's getting paranoid because they were Wednesday, we in there, the OCS. Yeah. And I thought, wait for a fight if it kicks off here. Can't go against my own mate. Do you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, we're all Sheffield people, aren't we? It's a game of football, it's a football team. And I know it gets blown out of all proportion, doesn't it? I get that. Yeah, but at the end of the day, it is only a game of football. With Sheffield people. I was born in Wythenshawe, South Manchester, yeah. But I've lived most of my life in Sheffield, so I consider myself a Sheffield lad. Do you know what I mean? And so, like, yeah, when it starts getting like that, and then you go into the city centre, you can't relax when you're out with your missus, all that sort of thing. It's just rubbish. So I quit that about 1995. But I've seen it since. The blokes what are like in the 40s still doing it. And listen, I'm not about that. I think it's very, very silly. Like I say, a lot of my mates are United fans. But yeah, I'll admit it. On Derby Day, I hate them on Derby Day. And that's just the way it is. I hate them on Derby Day. That's why when you saw the tape of me on Hillsborough, I was saying, come on, let's fucking have it. Right, let's want to see some violence today. That was me bantering. Yeah, that was just me bantering. Trying to get the troops going. I'm sure United fans do it here. Of course they do. And them ones that they don't are lying. Yeah, they're 100% lying. So this is United's cop. And for me, yeah, I'm not saying it looks like our cop from the outside, because it doesn't, yeah. But it does a little bit, doesn't it? Where they've got the Sheffield United bit up there. Yeah, looks a little bit. Yeah, but it's just like, but I think inside it's got a look of Wednesday's cop. Just a smaller version. Yeah. So, and if you can also remember United's old away end, I mean, that would bang like Hillsborough, weren't it? Obviously, it's been done now. Yeah, looks a lot better. Yeah, but before that, I think this ground with your carbon copy at Hillsborough. And, well, obviously there's been changes, but yeah. So, but yeah, it's got a lot of cladding on this ground, there's been a lot of painting, and I think it looks a lot better. But yeah, it's amazing what Premier League money can do, can't it? So yeah, I'm going to be honest with you, I think it looks alright. I think it looks alright. I'm not coming here to hate on it. Do you know what I mean? I think it looks alright. But when people ask me things, I say, listen, I'm just the same as you. Well, not the same, because we're all different, aren't we? Yeah. But we're football fans, aren't we? Yeah. I'm just as passionate about my Sheffield Wednesday than what you are to United. And then some people don't like that. And then I've seen it for years. They're alright to your face or in a bullseye. And then when you go, oh, fucking piggy bastard. I know how it works because I see it from both sides. Do you know what I mean? But that video, what I did, yeah, outside the ground when someone took a picture of me, yeah, I explained it in my last one. I felt something there, yeah, and I'm not going to let someone, pathetic, like I always said, but I'm not going to let someone do that without having consequences back. But I am not about football violence. I'm just a normal fan who were daft enough to ring Radio Sheffield up and keep the conversation on Sheffield Wednesday for all them years without getting any loyalty back. That's it. Do you know what I mean? That's it. So, yeah, but when you go into a game and you're playing your arch rivals, you're going to be up for it, aren't you? There'll be something wrong if you weren't. Do I hate United? Truthfully, no. If I did, I'd come out and say it. Yeah, but I hate them on Derby Day. Of course I do. But a lot of my mates, but United, it's a football team. When I was younger, I used to hate them, yeah, but not now. I'm going to be honest with you, yeah. I'm going to be honest with you. So my mates are like, oh, I want United to fucking now. I want them down. But you know what I mean? I'm going to be honest with you now, yeah. Believe me or not, I don't have to lie, yeah. I'd rather both Sheffield teams be in Premier League. I swear to God, yeah, because I go to Manchester a lot, to my uncles, I get rammed down my throat. Man United, Man City, they play each other all the time. Yeah. This is fourth biggest city in England. Do you know what I mean? And for me, yeah, we don't play each other enough like we should. Do you know what I mean? But when you go over to their derbies, they play each other all the time. All the time they play each other, yeah? We don't here. We don't ever hardly play each other. And that's the difference. Do you know what I mean? That is the difference. So when we play each other, we're all proper up for it. Do you know what I mean? But wouldn't it be good if we played each other more often? I think so. So yeah, this is United's at John Street on there. So I'm not going to do the whole stadium, do you know what I mean? Yeah, I just wanted to do a little tape on United, a little video on United. So yeah, like I say, I think the best season I can remember for Sheffield football for a long time, which has been really exciting. Alright, that season we come out better, is when we were both in League One. Remember when we just picked United and then you went to Wembley and your goalkeeper missed a penalty? You remember it? Yeah, and then Wednesday went up. Yeah, I think we were over 38,000 against Wickham. You didn't, yeah, but listen, I'd say it if it were the other way around. I know it was a bad ending, but that's the most exciting I've seen Sheffield football as rivals probably ever. Alright, unfortunately, we're in League One. Yeah, but imagine that in Premier League. Imagine that in the Premier League. How excited would that be? So yeah, I would like them both in Premier League, doing well, battling it out, playing each other all the time, not just once every blue moon when we play each other. I mean, Man City and Man United play each other all the time. Do you know what I mean? All the time. And I think that's what's lost in this city. We don't. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, but yeah, I've got a little story in hotel, but I'm going to tell it quick because I don't want this blog to go on forever. Yeah. So I can remember that 1992, it were, I think the rain stopped a bit now. So 1992 it were. And I said to him, mate, if I come to United game, will you come to a Wednesday game? And he went, yeah, of course I will. Of course I will. I went, you better do. So he did. I've been in that Cop for seconds in 1992. I'm walking down Cop, ball comes into Cop, I get the ball. I've looked round, Simon Tracy's like that, and I've chucked the ball at him. So I went to him, Ian, I went, God, I've been going to Ulster for all them years and that's never happened to me. Ain't weird that, innit? Weird. He returned the favour. We actually went against Borough Luxembourg when Paul Walrus spoiled his tongue, and Alan Smith, the ex-England physio, Wednesday physio, the year that we were in Europe when Kaiserslautern knocked us out, and I think we beat him 7 or 8-1, and Paul Walrus swallowed his tongue. We actually couldn't get a ticket for the Cop. Something happened where we couldn't get tickets. I don't think it was a sellout, but we ended up having to fucking climb up the wall inside of Wednesday's old ticket office, the old one on the south stand, and jump into toilets. And it was the only thing what I could hear was you go, ugh! And I thought, yeah, I didn't realise how big the fucking drop were. But that's a true story. So yeah, like I say, all my mates sport United. So that on my video, when I'm saying, yeah, let's have him, I hate these bastards, I stand by that. I do hate him on that day. It's a derby day. On that day, how I've been brought up with my uncles, I'd go off in Manchester. Maybe this city's a bit different, but I don't think it is. But do I hate him in general? No, I dislike them. Yeah. But don't hate them. End of the day, it's a football team. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. The fans, I think they're a big club. I've already said, I think differences in both the clubs is when Wednesday's not doing well. I think they're standalone, fan base wise. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, but listen, United fans are really, really passionate, really passionate group of fans. And when you don't think it can get any worse, believe me, if United would have won some of them 10 playoffs, what they hadn't, it could have got a lot worse. You have to remember that. I can remember them losing against Wolverhampton, Burnley, but a few more. But it's weird that, innit? Why, when they get to these playoffs, they just can't do it. It's weird. It's fucking weird. So yeah, but yeah, I'm excited to see what happens at Hillsborough now, because I've just been talking to my friend in City Centre. Yeah, football's changed now. So you've got the owner. I didn't like that, if I'm going to be honest with you, about United's owners on about merging. Didn't McDonald mention it and all years ago? I think that just shows you how out of touch they are. Do you know what I mean? That'd never work in our generation. Maybe it would in a few generations to come, yeah, but I don't think that we need to. We're both big clubs. And at the end of the day, you've got to look at it like this, yeah. When your football team's doing well, yeah, you have the enthusiasm to go to matches, don't you? You want to go. Your mates are going, oh, it's nearly a sellout. Oh, I want to get a ticket. Everyone goes. But this season I've experienced something for Wednesday that I've never experienced in nearly 40 years. Yeah. It doesn't matter if we win, lose or draw. We're relegated before the ball were kicked. Points off again. It'd be second time that man's had us relegated to League One for non-footballing reasons. Still most expensive tickets in league. Yeah, so I just want to get this season out of the way. Hopefully get a good owner in and we can kick on. But isn't it a bit sad where it's all on the owner? Innit? I mean, I can remember Bournemouth, Brighton, and Burnley. When I was growing up in League 3 and League 4, getting 5,000-6,000 while we were pulling 40s in at Hillsborough. What's happened? They've got good owners, very good owners. We haven't, so you know what I mean, it up and down. And I know I sometimes have a little bit of banter with attendances, yeah, because that's the only thing we've had to shout about. Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's like this, isn't it? If your team's going well, you'll go, yeah. Yeah, even in bad times, Wednesday fans still show up, yeah, but they're going to go a lot more, aren't they? Same with United fans, you're going to go a lot more when they're doing well. Yeah, you've got the incentive to go. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? But yeah, United's had some really good players. I think United's always had good goalkeepers, me, Alan Kelly, Simon Tracy, I used to like Paul Bradshaw, I used to play for both teams. Yeah, they've had some good players, United of years. Do you know what I mean? Very battling. I know they can't be like same calibre a Wednesday, yeah, but they've had some good players. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, and end of the day, I'm just a normal fan, like all them lot are. And if I were a United fan, yeah, the fans would probably be praising me, but because I'm not, you get the silliness. But yeah, we're all Sheffield people, and I only hate United for one day, and that's that Derby day. Yeah, other than that, a lot of my mates are United fans. Do you know what I mean? And when I see them in the city centre, I drink in the city centre, yeah, I'll buy them a drink. If I'd have seen Paddy Kelly that day, their ex-goalkeeper, he was dressed up like a Christmas tree, wrapped up. A lot of United fans were, when they were going to the ground, when I was taping, I could tell who United fans were, believe it or not, yeah, because they were wrapped up. I know it was a bad day, it was rainy, but they were wrapped up like Christmas trees, yeah. Do you know what I mean? If I'd have seen that keeper, I'd have bought him a drink. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Not about that. I'm about getting behind my team, having a laugh. Might get a little bit too far after a few drinks, just like next man does and United fans do. But yeah, we're all Sheffield people at the end of the day. But yeah, I just wanted to do a little bit at United ground. So I hope that you've enjoyed it. So, but yeah, things can always get worse. And if they'd have won some of them 10 playoffs, it'd have been a lot worse for Wednesday fans. So I have to remember that. So take care and thanks for coming. Like, share and subscribe to Mark the Pitsmoor out on YouTube and TikTok. Thanks for coming, guys. Take care.